Buenos dias. Good morning to all you out there. I'm Fink the Ice Cream Man checking in live and direct from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Man, I'm giving y'all my week two predictions, man. Week one, I went and won 11 games out of 16. That brings my weekly percentage to 69%, man. Try to keep that as a at least 75%. My goal one day is, like I said, to get one full week of no losses, straight victories. All right, man, let's get started, man. Week two, I think week two is my favorite week of the football season. Why? It's because I'm gonna give y'all a little NFL fun fact. If you go, if the team go 0-2 to start the season out, there's an 89% chance that you would not make the playoffs. That's how crucial each week is in the NFL. So I just want to give y'all that, man. That goes all the way back to 1970. 89% of the teams that go 0-2 do not make the playoffs. That's a pretty high number. And we got some teams out there. And on the slate this week, we also have two divisional games. Y'all know how I feel about those divisional games. All right, let's start it off. Thursday, I lost a little bit of paper on that one right there. Buffalo ended up beating Miami in that game in a blowout, 31-10. It is what it is, man. All right, man. Shout out to my family members. A lot of my family members at home or throughout the world. They having a little fun banter amongst each other. Shout out to my there's so many, man. I'm just gonna say family, man, because I don't want to miss nobody out. But anyway, man, you got some New Orleans Saints fans versus them Cowboys. I'm gonna have to piss somebody off, man. I'm sorry, but both are coming in. Both are coming in 1-0. The Cowboys at home. That big victory that New Orleans did last week. Uh, that was an aberration. I don't think that defense is as strong as that offense is as strong as that shown. I mean, they did play Carolina. I think Carolina's going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL this year. Cowboys at home. That's enough right there for me to go with the Cowboys. I'm going with the Cowboys to defeat the New Orleans Saints today. All right, we got Tampa Bay versus Tampa Bay versus the Detroit Lions. Tampa Bay coming in 1-0, and Detroit is coming in 1-0. Baker Mayfield, he's an up and down quarterback on the road. I can't think of the quarterback for the Detroit Lions right now. But I think I'm going to go with Detroit to pull that one off. I'm going with Detroit to pull that one off. All right. Let's get down to that fun fact, man. This is a fun fact game right here. Remember that 89% I was telling y'all about? Well, here you go. You got the Indianapolis Colts versus the Green Bay Packers. Now that quarterback, man, they in for shout out to my boy Doug. You know what I'm saying? I know he feel bad about losing his quarterback for about 3-4 weeks. MCL, ACL, one or the two at the last play of the game, which sucks. Oh man, and that quarterback Richardson, man, I watched a couple of plays of him last week. That boy can throw that damn deep ball, man. Man, I didn't know he can throw it like that. I'm going to end up going with Indianapolis Colts to beat the Green Bay Packers, man. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going with Indianapolis Colts to defeat the Green Bay Packers. Sorry, bro. But that means your team probably not going to make the playoffs this year, man. That sucks. And you got to wait, you know what I'm saying, all year long just to miss the playoffs. But anyway, we got another 0-0 game, 0-1 game. You got the sorry Jets versus the Tennessee Titans. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to bounce back on this one right here. So I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers and the Jets over the Tennessee Titans. Of course, man, I'm not even going to say anything. Well, San Francisco versus Minnesota Vikings. That's enough said right there. All right. We got the Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. One thing I like about what New England did, man, is they kept it in family. They went and kept a guy who won a couple of Super Bowls with them. I always liked that. Seattle, I wonder where Geno Smith is. Anybody know what Geno Smith is? He still with the Seattle Seahawks? I was kind of surprised that he didn't play last week. I didn't see him in the game. Both coming in 1-0. New England defense is pretty solid. That head coach they got, Gerard Mayo. He was a middle linebacker, I believe, or linebacker. Definitely a linebacker. So I think they are pretty much into the defense, focusing more on the defensive side of the game. But yet, you still need some points. Seattle got to fly cross country just to play. It's some kind of scientific thing where they say teams from the East Coast and the West Coast, when they fly across country and then play an early game, that team usually lose. It's going to be a pretty hard one right here. New England don't really have much of an offense, but they got that defense, and they are at home. Seattle, question. I'm going to put a question mark by this one right here, but I am going to roll with Seattle. I'm a little bit on the fence with that one right there. All right, we got our first divisional game, y'all. We got the New York Giants versus the Washington Commanders. Both are coming in 0-1. So there is a possibility that one of these two teams will make the playoffs by starting 1-1. I'm going to go with Washington to beat the New York Jets. Excuse me, the New York Giants. We got the Los Angeles Chargers versus the 0-1 Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers, they suck, man. They just rebuilding that franchise. That's what they doing. I don't even know if Bryce Young is really the answer, in my opinion. Y'all already know, man. I'm going with the Chargers. We got Cleveland Browns versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both are coming in 0-1. I'm going with Jacksonville, but I want to speak a little something on the Cleveland Browns. I think Deshaun Watson, I think he's mentally shot. And I'm going to tell you what's interesting. Before the reports came out, because there is some reports circulating that he got another charge. Some other woman is coming to basically charge him with another sexual assault. I don't know. It's becoming a regular routine with this guy. And I think that's what's really fucking with him in his mind. You know, he's not mentally into the games. I think he's over and done with. I lost faith with him. So I think the best days of Deshaun Watson is behind him. Now, he will have a couple of games where he throw for 300 and 2 or 3 touchdowns and no interceptions and stuff like that. But can he maintain it? Because that AFC, man, them boys is strong on the AFC side of the game. They are strong. But until I see anything otherwise, man, I'm not rolling with the Cleveland Browns. But hey, shout out to my boy Adam O'Malley, though. How you doing, man? It's been a while. All right, now we got the Baltimore Raiders excuse me. We got the Baltimore playing. Look like I got a little mix up right here. Sorry for the inconvenience, you guys. But I believe the let's see. I don't want to get this mixed up. The Raiders. The Raiders is playing Baltimore in Baltimore, and the Raiders are coming in 1-0, while the Baltimore Ravens is coming in 0-1. I just can't see the playoffs without Lamar Jackson. I'm a big fan of his, man. Uh, so I'm gonna roll with Baltimore to defeat the Raiders. Um, Divisional game NFC West. We got the Los Angeles Rams versus versus the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to go with the Rams to defeat them. We got Pittsburgh Steelers versus Denver. Pittsburgh coming in at 1-0, and Denver coming in at 0-1. I'm going to roll with Pittsburgh. I think I'm going to roll with Pittsburgh, even though they got two quarterbacks. They seem to be sticking with the young guy over Wilson, But I'm rolling with Pittsburgh. We got Cincinnati versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Joe Burrow. I wonder what's up with Joe Burrow, man. 0-1. He ain't really been the same. But what's going on with him mentally? However, he's playing the world champions, Kansas City. They coming in, of course, 1-0. I'm looking for Kansas City to beat Joe Burrow. And Monday night, we got a battle of young quarterbacks. You got Caleb Williams from Chicago and the other young man, Stroud, with the Houston Texans. Both are coming in 1-0. From what I'm hearing, I didn't get a chance to watch too many, any of the Chicago game last week. But it seems, from what I'm hearing, Williams just ain't got it. He just ain't got it. He's not ready yet. But they say that boy Stroud, he's ready. He might be the MVP this year. So therefore, I'm going to roll with the Houston Texans to win Monday Night Football. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are my predictions for week 2. I wish all you guys teams the best of luck, but I did give you guys my picks, and that's pretty much it, man. That's all I got. Peace.